in my mind. You'll never be satisfied. Blame the divine. Eventually they'll find the time. And what if I believe you? Or what if I believe you? What if I go on, give it your all tonight? You can say anything you like. I'm not your savior, so far away, blinded by anger. You forgot who to blame. I'll never be your lighthouse in the dust. If I had my way, I'd guide you to the rocks. Go on, give it your all. You can say anything you like. Go and give it your all. You can say
Welcome to _TV, getting ready to rock and roll with the WarHorse Dirtcar Series presented by Diggs by Dirt One. Welcome to _TV. Thank you all for tuning in here tonight as we get ready to rock and roll with some late models. Lots of big heat races coming up here at the Dirt track at Charlotte, one of my favorite dirt tracks. We got a long night of racing as well. Just finalizing some things over here on my side, and we'll go through the grid and get ready to go. A little bit of race info here at the dirt track at Charlotte. 0.39 mile racetrack altitude, 680 feet. Temperature tonight is going to be 77. Humidity though down there on 49%. As we get ready to go through the grid for the WarHorse Dirtcar Series, heat race number 1, top 4 drivers will advance. James Kloss of the 29 machine, the driver from the Midwest, he'll be on pole with Scott Smith. You have Scott Smith to the outside. You have Trent and Michael, and so on and so forth as we are stacked up and packed up, getting ready to rock and roll. Scott Smith is going to lead lap number 1. They're that number 53 machine, a little shiny 53, as well as we're side by side racing for that second spot. James Clausen has it, that blue car up there next to the cushion. And then the Rowdy Energy car, the number 1 of Michael Blessing, trying to work down to the inside in the all-white machine, trying to dig hard, all sorts of grip out there as this track is nice and fresh, side by side, multiple rows deep. Top 4 drivers does advance. Michael Kennedy does have that 4th spot as of right now. Will he be able to hold it as he is right smack dab next to the outside wall? Side by side behind him as well. This track extremely racy and just inches away from each other. Lap 6 of 10 we work as they barrel down into turn in number 1. We're still all fighting and we're all still watching that 4th and final transfer spot as they thunder down the backstretch. This driver right here, though, he has led every single lap, and he's going to lead another one as we now start working on lap 7 of 8. The best lap time out there at the dirt track at Charlotte is a tie. Michael Kennedy actually has it at 15.432. Scott Smith with a 15.33. So Kennedy trying to hold on to the last transfer spot. He's right smack dab in the hot seat with Paul Holler right there behind him. Now Paul's going to look down to the bottom side. Inside view. 2 laps to go around the dirt track at Charlotte. We're just 2 minutes and 15 seconds into this heat race. Paul gets a very good run down the backstretch and into turn 3. And now Paul's going to take that last transfer spot away from Michael Kennedy. One more time around this place. Scott Smith, James Clausen, Michael Blessing, and we're all watching this last spot. And Paul looks like he may capture it. He goes down to the bottom side. He had to hit the brakes just a slight bit and drag race to the finish line, and he will do it. The number 8 machine. He's going to capture the checker flag for that last transfer spot. Michael Blessing, James Clausen, and Scott Smith, this driver right here. Very strong heat race for him. Going to lead lap 1 all the way to lap 11. Corey Braggs on the YouTube says, let's go, baby. With a lot of Y's. So he is stoked. So we get ready to rock and roll with heat race number 2 now. Joey Reeder, 011 car. He'll be on pole with Travis Sinclair to the outside. Randy Reeser, driver from the West, the Wild West, the 28 car. He'll be starting there in the 3rd spot. Jamie Gilpin with Rocket Esports, a 111 car. He'll be starting there in 4th place. Making up the 3rd row is going to be Corey Silsby and Brandon Freeberg. Out there in the 6th spot. Troy Vaughn and John Darby with Hood Up Motorsports, the 00 car. Chris Cox, Joy Nix, Blake, and then Wesley. Man, these laps are going by pretty quick. Green flag out, or back under racing. Side by side, multiple rows deep. And man, this track is extremely tacky and extremely racy as of right now. But man, that high side looks like it is making some very good runs down these backstretch. Look at this gyro cam, just how much this car pitches down into the corner. On board with Corey Silsby now. And it is anyone's race, side by side, 3 rows deep. And Travis Sinclair is holding on to the race lead, and a very good run for him last week at Lanier. Randy Reeser, Joey Reeder, they're battling out 3 wide, coming across the line. The 00 car finds himself in the middle. Sorry, that was Joey Reeder, the 011 car. Found himself in the middle, and Reeder's going to lose 2 spots now. Outside looking in, and Reeder's still stuck in the 3 wide spot. Losing spots left and right now, literally, as he falls back another spot. So Joey Reeder, he was inside the top 4, and now he's falling out. He's back to 6th place with Wesley Gronley trying to put a lot of pressure on him. Inside the cockpit mode of Joey Reeder as he falls back to 6th place. We'll see how everything shakes out for him as he still works this bottom side next to those tractor tires. Don't want to try to tickle those things. Lap 7 of 8. Let's make it lap 8 of 10 now. 1 minute and 55 seconds in to this heat race. This heat races are going by very quick. 12 cars and only 4 cars advance. Travis Sinclair's leaving off like he left off last week. in a very good, fast spot as he comes across the line with a ginormous gap as well. A 0.6 second gap for Sinclair as he roars off at turn 2. Randy Reitzer, he is holding suit though, trying to stick with him. He has a good gap all the way back to Corey Silsby, and then from Corey Silsby on back, it is a drag race. White flag waves one more time around. Jamie Gilpin has it. Will he be able to hold it down into turn 3? He tries to block the slider line. Will anyone be able to get a run on the outside? And not looks like they will. The number 11 car, Jamie Gilpin, will go straight to the Mac Daddy. Wesley moved up 6 spots. John Derby moved up 3. Final results up there on your screen now. There was no qualifying for the WarHorse Dirtcar Series. And we're not even doing B mains or nothing. We're going straight to the A main show. Let's go. The outside shot here at the dirt track of Charlotte. We do 2 heat races with 12 cars in it. We go straight to the Mac Daddy show. We don't play around. And here we go for the race grid. The guy that's going to be starting on pole for the WarHorse Dirtcar Series is going to be Scott Smith, the number 53 machine, with Travis Sinclair to the outside. James Kloss, the number 29 machine, will be starting in third with Randy Reitzer to the outside of him. Making him a third row, give it to Michael Blessing and Corey Silsby. Paul and Jamie will be starting up that 4th spot. Michael and Wesley making up that 5th row. 6th row is going to be Desmond and John. And on and down the list we go halfway through it. 12th, 13th, and 14th spots going to be Dustin and Blake, Colton and Brandon, Devin and Joey, Jason and Troy, Trent, Chris Cox, Jamie Massey, and Joy Nix. And man, they do one lap when we go green flag racing. Not used to that. As we're stacked up, packed up 50 laps around the dirt track at Charlotte for the A main show for the WarHorse Dirtcar Series, presented by Diggs, and we are green flag racing. Drag race down the backstretch, and the yellow flag is going to wave on lap number 3. I thought I seen a car flipping down or coming off at turn 4. 3 drivers are showing out of this race: Troy Vaughn, Dustin Lehman, and Joey Reeder. Last week at Lanier, that the race glitched on the field and the pace truck would not get off the racetrack. Here's a replay. Trent Passwater showing that he crashed. And oh no. So don't know exactly what caused that caution, but regardless, we're stacked up and we're packed up. We're ready to go back under green flag conditions. Justin Lehman. Scott Smith and Travis Sinclair, those are going to be on the front row. outside wall. We have a guy flipping down on the bottom side, and goodness gracious, we have chaos early on. Only on lap 5 and 2 cautions have waved. We have multiple cars flipping out there on the raceway. And everyone's going to have to slow it back on down. Right when we get these engines up and running. Up to the RPM levels, someone starts flipping out there. Blake DePin is showing red up on the program. We'll try to watch him, the 01 car. Oh, man, it hits a tractor tire, and then there's guys up there on top that are flipping as well. Both of them land right back on their tires, though. John Ruggiero Jr., he did win last week. There, the number 44 machine does not show up to the dirt track at Charlotte here at night, though. So last week's winner taking a leave. Checking out some of these paint schemes really quick. 29 machine of James Clausen. There on the outside. The 999 machine of Corey Silsby. Randy Reeser there in the 28. Outside of him is going to be Paul. Michael back there in the 001 car. And Michael Blessing with the rowdy energy on that late model. Driver from Nebraska back under green flag. Here we go. Inside the cockpit of Michael Blessing now. The Nebraskan. Working the high side part of the racetrack, and these cars, these dirt late models, absolutely destroy a track very fast. Track is already starting to slick up just after 2 heat races. Everybody trying to fight for each position, jockeying for position as we try to get some green flags. Now, as Travis Sinclair has that right rear tire smashing the outside wall, trying to find all the grip that he possibly can. Travis Sinclair, I think he finished second last week, and look at that. Look how close he is to the outside wall. Trying to run the cushion, trying to run the boards. Corey Silsby trying to put pressure on him, though. Already moved up 4 spots in the Mac Daddy show in only 9 laps. The 999 machine, tail attack, a motorsports driver. Definitely has all sorts of speed. Scott Smith, slide job up there to the outside wall. He's going to hold on to third place. Scott Smith, though, the driver that started on pole here for the A main show, and he is slowly starting to fall backwards with now Wesley Gronley trying to look down to the inside. Wesley Gronley, the all-red machine, trying to follow Corey Silsby up front as they barrel down to the turn number 3, and Scott Smith is trying to do everything he possibly can to the outside to get around both of them, and what a good run he had. And look at this driver all the way to the outside of Paul. Trying to make it work. Paul's the driver all the way next to the outside wall as these guys fiddle around for 3 wide, and then the number 8 machine is on the way up front. On back, Randy Reeser. He's going to run the boards as well, the 28 machine. He's lost 2 spots since the initial green flag. Knee of James Clausen and Brandon Freeberg. Brandon Freeberg running a very good race. He has moved up 9 spots here in the Mac Daddy show. There's the official grid as of right now for the hard Chargers. And Wesley Gronley still slowly moving up front. But our race leader, Travis, completely pulled away from the field now. Everybody fighting for the spot, and we are 3 wide down the backstretch with Wesley Gronley taking up another position, and slide job to the outside and turn 4. We're beating and banging, swap and pay. One driver smashed the outside wall. That's going to be Reeser. Hold on to it, kids. We are 3 wide for 3 rows deep down the backstretch. It is anyone's race. It is no hold bars, and now ping pong table, and there we go. There's a wreck. Yellow flag, still not waving. Everyone's hitting everybody in the 29 machine, and James Clausen gets the worst part of it. Three wide for 3 rows. That was not going to end up very good. Daytime racing at the dirt track at Charlotte got crazy. Lap 18 of 50. Everybody into the pits trying to get some repairs done. Yellow flag, John Derby showing red, but man, anyone could be showing red this time. Look at this. Come out of turn 4, and you guys can make the call. Everybody just beating and banging. And then after that, everyone just stacks on top right in front of the grandstand, too. Here's our flag man for the night. Race suit. He has a race shoes on. Check this guy out. All he needs is a helmet. Grabs a green flag. He's ready to rock and roll now. He's ready to wave it. Lap 17 of 50 is what we're working. And we're side by side. Pack them up, stack them up. Green flag out. Wave it, flag man. Wave it. Travis Sinclair is going to be a race leader. He has led all 18 laps as of, I don't know if he's led all 18 laps. Started on the outside of the front row, and he has grabbed the lead, and he has not looked back, and we have a mess back here. Check out this wad of cars. Jamie Massey back there in the 10th spot. Massey works the outside part, and the yellow flag is going to wave. As Massey has moved up 13 spots to right now sit right there in that 10th spot. Out there on the race field with 30 laps to go, he has made a very good bet for himself. As he goes into the pit road, though, he's going to have to lose that track position. So Massey goes in, and the yellow flag back out for the 4th time here tonight. Don't know exactly what caused us, so we'll do the good old classic blimp mode and kind of just guess. I didn't see nothing out there on the raceway. So halfway point, how is this race breaking down? Honestly, I have no idea. All I know is Travis Sinclair's gone. He's gapping the field by almost a second and a half. Everybody else is just 3 wide. Side by side, multiple rows deep. Slide job city here. No hold bars, swap and pay. I guess the high side is a fast way around, but we've seen multiple drivers use that bottom side to their advantage, as we're just 30 laps away to the checkered flag. Someone will have to figure out something to catch this number 13 machine, and back underway we go. And the 81 machine, Wesley Grawley, he wanted to throw that monster slide job. He's going to have to check out of it, though. As a 999 machine, Corey Silsby gives him a little bit of a bump, and here comes Brandon Freeberg, and we're 3 wide with a car out there in the grass. Everybody trying to hold their spot, trying to stay patient, but yet they cannot let Travis Sinclair run away, and this is a time you want to get as many spots as possible. We're 3 wide with Michael Blessing in the middle. And Brandon Freeberg, he is their hard charge as of right now, moving up 13 spots. This 171 machine definitely has a lot of speed in him. As he looks down to the bottom side of Wesley Gronley, will he do anything? No, he won't. He'll try to slide it next to the outside boards. And Brandon Freeberg still holding down that third spot as we work lap 24 of 50. Last lap time, there they are up there on your screen. Travis Sinclair with a speedy lap of a 16 flat. 16.074. Wesley and Brandon at 16.2. As this updates, we'll see what happens. As now Brandon Freeberg says, all right, enough of P3. Let's try to get to second place. Slide jobs right in front of Wesley Gronley. And Wesley says, no thanks, man. I'll just do the good old classic swapping spots here. And man, that is letting Sinclair run away. A 16-point flat again. Wesley Gronley and Brandon a 16.4. But this driver right here, the number 8 machine, don't know what type of speed that this driver has. Been seeing him in the picture a lot lately, but really not moving up. Back in the 4th spot, he's moved up 3 spots, but definitely one of the faster drivers out there on the racetrack. Now these two drivers still try to play games with each other. Corey Silsby, the 999 machine, he's been on the bottom side, he's been on the high side. Been stuck in the 3 wide position multiple times, and here we go, racing with Randy Reeser and Michael Blessing for that classic top 5 spot. Side by side, right there behind them with Blessing and Randy Reeser. Randy Reeser is going to be the driver all the way to the outside wall, trying to rip the lip up there on the high and scary side. Yellow flag waves on lap 29. What type of a gap did Travis Sinclair have? Roughly about a 2-second gap, a 2.5-second gap at that. So we'll have to restack them and repack them once again. For the 5th time here tonight, the yellow flag's going to wave. We'll try to see what happened. Yellow flag. Chris Cox showing red. Driver all the way to the outside wall. Oh, he gets tagged in the corner panel and he goes spinning. Back to Limo, back to race mode. The driver that's finished second place of Travis Sinclair last week at Lanier now finds himself in the race lead. With roughly about 20 laps to go, I think we'll have 21 laps whenever the green flag waves. And we'll be going green flag racing this time by. We're back under green flag racing. Travis Sinclair stands on the loud pedal. Wesley Gronley, Brandon Freeberg. That's a battle that I've been watching all race long. Brandon Freeberg down to the bottom side. He thought he was going to try to slide it up. He thought better of it. Now here comes Paul. Paul Hollander trying to work the outside of Brandon Freeberg. And I think he may have grabbed it now. So it's number 8 machine, the guy that we're all kind of wondering about. What type of speed does this number 8 car have of Paul? He is now up to the 3rd spot. He got around Freeberg. Everybody next to the outside boards. So they work down the front stretch. We're on lap 32 of 50, 16 minutes and 28 seconds in to this race. Everybody tagged the outside wall there in turns 1 and 2 as they roar down the backstretch once again. We follow on board with Paul. And side by side for multiple rows deep back here. Check this out. 3 wide coming across the line. Scott Smith is in, Michael Blessing, Troy Vaughn, everybody. Hold on. We jump right on board with Scott Smith now. The driver that started out there on the top spot. He finds himself back in 11th place, trying to work to the bottom side of Massey. Massey moved up 13 spots with about 35 laps to go or so. He went into the pits to get a quick fix, a fast repair. And now Massey has found himself back up into the top 10, clicking off a lap as this track has completely changed since lap 1. Outside shot of the race field. Dust is starting to fly this time, and Travis Sinclair is not really running away now. Travis Sinclair, he did have a 2-point-something second gap, and Wesley Gronley and Paul is sticking with him. Only a 0.4-second gap for the 13 machine is his handling going away. Is that setup going away for him? Stay work around turns 3 and 4 and ripping the lip once again. And inside the cockpit mode of Paul, and you can just see how close these drivers are to the outside wall as now Paul tags the outside wall. Same thing with Wesley Gronley. Last lap times up there on your race screen of 13. Here we go as they update. A 16.3, a 16.4, and Paul, fastest driver out there on the racetrack. Brandon Freeberg still in P4. Dustin Lehman showing back in 5th spot with Randy Reeser, Corey Silsby, and then Troy Vaughn. And Jamie Massey still slowly working his way up front. He's back to 9th. Michael Blessing up to 10th spot. You have Jason Korn, you have Scott Smith back here in the 12th. You have Joey Reeder, James Clausen, Blake DePinnon, and Chris Cox going to battle it out once again. Colton Willett, John Derby, and everyone else kind of out of this race. So back up front is Travis Sinclair trying to hold on to the race lead with only 9 laps to go. And here comes Wesley Gronley down on the bottom side. He's trying to do a slide job and not quite. Travis going to power out on the outside of turn 4 as they both, or all 3 of them, throw a blanket over them. As they go back to the outside wall and once again. Wesley Gronley slide job for the race lead with 8 laps to go. Travis Sinclair crossover, and here comes Paul. Paul, he's going to do a 2-for-1 dinner deal all the way to the outside wall, and he tags it. Paul went for it, and it almost paid off for him as these 2 drivers are still battling it out. And after all of that, Wesley Gronley led that last lap. But Travis Sinclair not done. A big-time checkup. 3 wide drag race down the backstretch. Paul all the way into the inside, trying to get underneath the Wesley Gronley. Gronley goes to the outside, drag race off at turn 4, giving to Paul that lap. 5 laps to go, 20 minutes and 3 seconds into the Mac Daddy show, and now it is a slide job city race, 3 wide once again. Travis Sinclair pushes Wesley Gronley all the way up to the outside wall, and Paul splits both of them. 4 laps to go around the dirt track of Charlotte. Everything kind of settles down, and oh no, Wesley Gronley gets turned into the outside wall, and the yellow flag is going away. No, man. Wesley Gronley finally settles into 2nd place. Travis Sinclair gives him a little tap there on the back bumper and turns him with only 4 laps to go. What a drive by Hollander, though. Number 8 machine. Paul Hollander splitting both of them. Got a 2-for-1 dinner deal down in one of the corners. He fell back to 3rd. They were messing around. He split them. Here we go. Man, I hate to see this. Look at Paul. Just split both of them right there. And then right here, this is what happened. I mean, you guys can make the call. I don't know. Netco, did Wesley get a little bit too loose for the that HRT Sim Racing Dirt Late model? Travis Sinclair, did he get a little too hot in there? And man, Brandon Freeberg, wrong place, wrong time, and just put salt on the wound. He goes flipping. So back to line mode, back to race mode. Daytime racing here at the dirt track of Charlotte is getting good. 4 laps ago, we have a new race leader of number 8 machine of Paul. Travis Sinclair finally lost a race lead after having like a 2.5 second lead. Travis Sinclair, now Brandon Freeberg is going to be shown in 3rd spot, but Freeberg was up into that mess Kind of curious if he has any sort of damage. Here we go, green flag. And Paul gets a very good jump. And here comes Freeberg down to the bottom side. He's not going to be able to do the slide jump, so he's going to fall right back into that line of that third place. And Paul Hollander of Hollander is going to rip the lip, and he's going to lead this lap. 3 laps to go. Here the Mac Daddy Show. Randy Reeser up to the P4 spot, and Dustin Lehman has cracked the top 5. You have Troy Vaughn in 6. Jamie Massey, great run by the number 2 machine. After going into the pit, starting way back there into the pack. He's up there into the 7th spot and still trying to do work as the top 3 now is slowly starting to single file out. And here we go. Jamie Massey, 2-time slide job there in the number 2 machine. He's stuck 3 wide. He's going to lose both of those spots just as quick as he gained them, but he's going to diamond cut off at turn 4. White flag is going to wave. 3 wide racing for the top 5 spots. The top 3 drivers, top 4 all lined out. Massey, a huge time slide job to the outside wall. Drag race, and we have chaos down the backstretch. And everybody trying to scramble to get as many spots as possible, and the checkered flag is going to wait for this driver right here. And what a drive by the number 8 machine. Travis Sinclair is going to start where he left off there in 2nd place. Brandon Freeberg moving up 13 spots in the Mac Daddy Show to finish in that last podium spot, and what a race. Here at the dirt track at Charlotte for the WarHorse Dirtcar Series, presented by Diggs by Dirt One Racing. We jump into the Discord, we'll try to get an interview with the top 3 drivers. And after 50 laps and 24 minutes and roughly 20 seconds of racing, that's how that thing's going to shake up. The guy that's going to finish on 3rd spot is going to be Brandon Freeberg, and man, what a race.
Yeah, it was good. We didn't have that many cars tonight, so the track didn't get crazy rough like I thought it would, like usual here, so that was good to see. Had some internet issues there in the heat, so started at the tail and kind of started towards the back of the feature and worked our way up, so it was good. It was a lot of fun. Hate to see what happened to West there towards the end, but it's racing.
Yeah, I was just about to ask you that, man. Now you made contact with him, I believe. Did your car have any damage to it?
Yeah, I think I had some damage on the right front. I thought I was gonna miss him. He got spun around, and I was trying to come down the track. I think he maybe rolled forward a little bit and got into me. So I had a little bit of damage, but I saw there's 5 laps to go, so I just rode it out. I don't know if it affected the car or not.
Yeah, man, 50 laps here at the dirt track at Charlotte. Now, does this track race any different from daytime versus night?
I don't know. I mean, I'd say a little bit. It seems like the bumps get a little rougher in the daytime, but I could be wrong. But I think overall it's pretty close.
Brandon Freeberg, you finished in that last podium spot, so congratulations finishing in that third and that third spot, man, for the checkered flag. You got any friends, family, sponsors that you like to thank?
Yeah, for sure. Rockin' Esports, Diggs by D1RT, ML Performance, Matt Logan, he's a big help. Freeberg Racing Components, Berg Sim Racing, everybody that helps, really appreciate it.
Very cool, man. We'll see you next week.
Yep, thank you.
Brandon Freeberg's going to finish there in that third spot. The second place driver, Travis Sinclair, not up there in the Discord. So let's go straight to the top spot of Paul. And, dude, what a drive you had, man.
Yeah, it was a blast. It was nuts.
Slide job. You was in third place. Then I looked, and then you was in first. Then you was back in third. Then you split both of them right before that caution waved.
Yeah, it was exciting racing with a few clean drivers. That's what you get when you add competition and fun together, I guess.
Dirt track at Charlotte, man. I absolutely love this place. I guess you like it. I mean, you was pretty fast here tonight.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite tracks on the sim.
Well, very cool, man. Hey, congratulations on that on the checkered flag, man. Absolutely a good race. Halfway point. I was saying on the stream, I didn't know what type of speed you had. I mean, you was sitting there in 4th place, you was sitting there in 5th place, and then just later and later, man, you just got faster and faster, it seemed like. So, man, regardless, you got the checkered flag, and great job, man. So hopefully we'll see you next week mixing it up. You got any big time sponsors or any shout outs that you would like to give?
Yeah. Shout out to Diggs by D1RT. Image 98 over on Twitch. He didn't run me over there early in the race. He checked up pretty hard and got wrecked. And just thankful for that.
Oh, very cool, man. Well, hopefully we'll see you next Thursday night.
Yep, we'll do.
Paul going to finish in a top spot. The guy's going to finish in second place. Travis Sinclair, and man, got to go straight to it, dude. Late race caution, got a little contact. What was your point of view?
Yeah, man, I really felt bad about that. I was just talking to Wes there. It was net code. I didn't really get into him. I may have bumped him getting into the corner. I do feel bad about it. I didn't want to take anybody out, but it's just kind of unfortunate. I was out there on the lead and looking at the lap times. I was a little quicker. I just made a couple mistakes and got those guys up to me where they were started throwing sliders and kind of got us all caught together there. But yeah, I'll take the second place. Wish Wesley could have finished up there wherever he would have finished without that incident. But like I said, it's accident. It was some net code involved, so it is what it is, I guess.
Yeah, I gotta second that, man. We did the replay and we slowed it down to quarter speed mode, and yeah, it definitely looks like some netcode. But man, that was some very fun racing. Those I don't know, it seemed like 10 laps. You guys, man, were just swapping spots. Now you led a lot of laps. I believe you finished second last week at Lanier, and overall you're gonna finish back there in second place here tonight.
Yeah, I was okay with second. I knew started the race. I knew Paul would be coming. Paul's really good at Charlotte. Congrats to him on the win there. But I knew he'd be coming. I knew he'd be somebody we had to race with there. But yeah, I'm good with the second place. First is always better, but second we'll take it.
Very cool, man. You got any shout outs that you would like to give?
Yeah, absolutely. Like to thank Brandon. He helps with this league we put on, and he does a lot here. He's put a lot of work in this, done a really good job. Gave all these guys a really good place to race. I think he's done a fantastic job the way he's got it laid out in the format and everything. So big thanks to him on that. The team, Rocket Esports, the setup shop. We run all their setups. Also sponsored our league here, Diggs by D1RT.
Very cool, man. We'll see you next Thursday.
Yep. Thanks, buddy.
Thanks, dude. Travis Sinclair. Man, back-to-back second place finishes. He had it here tonight. He had the speed. He was mixing it up. He had a huge lead. Cautions kept waving, and just overall, man, just couldn't hold it, and gonna finish in second place. But what a drive by Paul. Look at that. Down on the bottom side. Here in the slow-mo. I think it was netcode, though, after he got a little contact with Wesley Grotley there. I don't know. I could be wrong. I'm wrong quite a bit. Here's the final results up there on your screen right now. So we wrap things up here on WhiskeyOval_TV. Much appreciated everyone tuning in, comments and likes and shares. It's very cool. Really like this series. I'm really liking it. A little skeptical on the long laps, but these guys can race. Randy Reese are going to finish in 4th spot. Dustin Lehman 5th. Michael Blessing 6th. Corey Silsby. Good run. He's going to finish in 9th place. Joey Reeder. He's going to finish in 8th place. Jason Corn, Blake DePennant, Scott Smith. Scott Smith's driving that started on pole. At the end of the night, he's going to fall back a few spots. He's going to finish at 11th. Jamie Massey, good run by him. He's going to finish right outside the top 10. After that chaos of a last lap and contact and all, Chris Cox 13th, Wesley Grotley. Just tough break for that driver. He's going to finish in the 15th spot overall. James Clausen, Colton Willett, John Derby, Michael Kennedy. On down the list we go. Gilpin, you have Troy, you have Joy Nix, Devin Nelson, Desmond Bisbee, and Trent Passwater. So that's going to be it. Wrapping it up here tonight. Much appreciated everyone tuning in. We'll be back next Thursday night with this league. Make sure you guys hit that like button, follow button. I'm on YouTube, Facebook, got Twitch up and running now. Kind of, sort of, up and running. Not really. It's posted there if you want to go to Twitch and watch it. It is on YouTube, so I know everyone out there watching has that ginormous 75-inch flat screen LED 4K TV. You can pull up YouTube and watch Whiskey Oval on that ginormous thing with your big old living room surround sound. That's kind of fun to do. But overall, congratulations to Paul Hollander, Travis Sinclair, and Brandon Freeberg. Those drivers, top 3 here tonight. Brandon Massey is showing that he is a hard charger. We'll verify. Unofficially verify. No, he's only going to move up 11. Brandon Freeberg, top spot, the last podium spot, and going to grab the hard charger. Unofficially, of course. 11th spot, Jamie Massey moved up 11. Then 10 spots for Joey Reeder and Jason Korn. Dustin Lehman, good run, man. Grabbing that top 5 spot and moving up 8. Randy Reeser started in 4th place and finished in 4th place. Didn't move up or didn't move down. I guess that's good. Same thing with Troy Vaughn back there in 20th spot. All right, that's it. Dirt Track of Charlotte. Absolutely love this place. Kind of a fast night. Much appreciated. We'll be back live next Thursday night. Everyone, please